Hey coaches, welcome. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and it's going to get even better. So today we're going to create a CRM management automation. First, I think most of the coaches that I have interacted with don't know what a CRM is. So a CRM is basically a place that you can use to manage all your data of your current clients and your potential clients. Okay. Why is it important? It is important because it improves communication. So you see, when you have a CRM, you don't have the fear of not losing clients. You don't overlook any clients. Second reason is it increases efficiency. You can automate tasks, automate manual tasks, as it says. So I'll just show you a quick CRM. Now, in this CRM, how is it that you can lose any clients? You see, the new clients that come in directly are put in here, and if they book a meeting, they are in the meeting booked area. If you've sent the invoice, they're already here. If you won the client, they're going to be here, and if you lose the client, which God forbid doesn't happen, they'll be here. So there's no way that you can lose the client. And inside of this CRM Asana that I'm using, Asana has some pre-built automations, okay, which is even more amazing, and I'll show you all that in just a sec. So first, let's head over to make.com. So if you don't know what make.com is, in my previous video I talked about make.com. So go watch that video and then come back here. Okay. So first we want so here's the plan of the automation that we'll make. We'll create an automation where when someone fills out a form, we'll take all that data and then we'll store it into a CRM. So I am thinking of asking questions like the very basic questions like name, the first name, last name. There'll be email. You can ask the phone number if you want, but I won't put my phone number in there. And I'm going to ask for the Instagram ID. And for that, I'll be using Typeform. So if you don't know Typeform is just basically a software that you can use to create your forms. So let's build a form from scratch. So I'll click short text. What's your first name? That will be my first question. Do this again. What's your last name? Then we have this for the email. What's your email? Finally, I'll add the Instagram ID. Not ID, sorry, the handle. What's your Instagram handle? Okay, so now publish this form. Now we have the link, which is cool. I'll just copy this. Go here, paste this out. Now we'll head back to make. The first module that we want to put is the type form. So it's right here. I'll click watch responses, instant and asset. Don't get on the terms of what this means. Even I don't. Just follow me. Okay, so now we want to create a webhook. Now, what is a webhook? A webhook is just transferring data from one URL, from one link to another link. Okay, I'll give an example, very simple example. Let's say you're in a marathon, okay, and you're running. You have your baton in your hand, and you pass this baton from one person to the other person. That is simply what webhook is, just in very, very basic terms. Okay, so now we'll click on add. I'll give the name to a webhook. Say CRM. Say I have a lot of CRM management. I'll call it again CRM management. Let's do version 1. Okay. So I don't think I need to add this. Okay, just create a connection. I'll just do this also for you guys. CRM management. Ah, shit. Click accept. So form ID is basically the form you just created. Oh, now I forgot. I didn't put a name to my form. No. I guess this is my form. That should be it. It says my new form right here. I mean, I forgot to put a name. So anyway, we'll see what happens. So you see, if I click on show address, you'll have this URL. So whatever data you fill out in type form, all that data is gonna come here in this URL. Okay. Just click on save, and now what you'll do is click here, more type forms again, and you click on list responses. The reason why I'm telling you to do this is because you when you're trying and testing, the reason I'm telling you to do this is because in type form, when you're on a free plan, you only get like 10 responses, and you don't want to waste them by trying and testing over and over again. So instead, just do this. So we'll click here, look on CRM management, continue, and I'll go to the form ID again, click the latest form, and yeah, we don't have to do anything else. I'll just click save. So now, hmm, so now let's add where we want to store all this data. You can use Asana. I'm going to use Asana because I like Asana. It has a very good interface. You can use Google Sheet, which I highly recommend you do not use for CRM. You can use. You can also use. You can also use Monday or ClickUp. We have ClickUp right here. You can use all of this if you want to. And I'm just going to show you in Asana. So if I click here, I'm going to create a task or a subtask. Okay. So now I need to do a connection. Click on add. Doing a connection with Asana is very simple. Just click add and give it a name, CRM management. Okay, and then just hit save. You just have to log into Asana, create yourself an account, and just connect it. It's that simple. You don't need API keys and everything, which I'll tell you when we get there. Okay, what is API keys and all that shit. So this is my Asana CRM, and you see under projects, I have already created this table. I'll show you. I'll create a table again. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's create a new project. Blank project. The project name is CRM Management version 1. Yeah, my workspace. Click continue. What all things you want? You can add these if you want to, but I'll just click on continue. So we have a plain and boring looking table right here. Let me just hide all of this because I don't like these, and click on save view. Okay. So this is where we'll put the first name. Then we want a text field. I'm gonna call it last name. It's gonna be a text. So we have the first name, the last name. Now we want another text field that will say email, create field, and finally another text field that says Instagram handle. Instagram handle. Okay. Now we've made all of these. on another column. So we'll click on add, go to choose from library, create new, give this name status. It's a single select, and we're going to put options. Now the option I want to put is new lead. When the lead comes in, we'll give this blue or it's purple or something. Now next is when they have booked a meeting with us. Meeting booked. We're gonna give this, let's do yellow. Then we have client one. Gonna give this green. And finally we have client lost. That's gonna be red. So I'll create this field. Now if I just click here and I'll do this, you see I have my first entry right here. Now I'm going to group this because this doesn't look very systematic. So I'm going to group this, click on sections, go to status. So now all the new leads will be here, meeting booked, client one and client lost. And I'm going to save this view. So now going back to make.com, the task destination is projects because our CRM is under projects. And then workspace ID would be my workspace, which project, that is the CRM management v1 that we just created. And now I'll click, go here, generate workspace project custom fields. It's all that hi-fi terms, just click yes, because when you do yes, what happens is you get access to all of your, you know, things that you just created. So what we want right now is, I'll go to last name, and you see we have all these things. Now what are these are called as dynamic variables. So dynamic variables mean that whenever somebody fills out the form, so every time it will be different. For instance, if I just write my surname right here, that is Achari. Okay, so regardless whoever fills it, let's say if your name is James Bond, okay, and if you write here Bond, okay, now I've written here Achari. So even if in the form you write James Bond, it is going to say Achari because I've already set it to Achari. Now this is static. So if I, instead of putting my name, if I put this variable right here, last name, so it is going to say James Bond. Then it will take the last name Bond and it will put it right here. Okay, I'm making this very as simple as I can. Okay, so in the email, I'll put what's your email, Instagram handle, what's your Instagram handle. Yeah, that I don't care about all that. That is from another CRM management. You see, it's different. Not a V1. V1 is right here. So now we want the status to be new lead. So once people fill out this information, we want them to come out as a new lead. So we'll click done. Now we can just test it. So I'll just give it a name and say type form filled and Asana entry. Okay, that is the name. We save this, make sure I don't lose it, and then I click on run once. Now this is waiting for response. So I'm going to go to my form, fill out everything. Aditya, last name is Achari. Aditya Achari. Instagram handle is Adi Achari. Submit. You can change all of these also. I just forgot to change that. If I go back here, you'll see all these bubbles pop up. That means it's successfully run and it says, green. Everything is green. So now if you go here, click on mappable answers. You'll see what's your first name, Aditya. What's your last name, Acharya. What's your email, what's your Instagram handle. Everything is populated. So now I'll tell you the actual reason why we used this. You see, let's say there is some error in the flow, but you don't want to keep on filling out the form because it's going to get boring for you also. Simply, simple thing that you can do is just click here, unlink this, drag this trigger right here and place it right here. And now you can just endlessly run this because the data is already stored here. So you can just keep on running this. Okay, that is an amazing feature of Typeform. Okay, so there was a slight problem, so I had to rerun this thing. So if I go to if I go back to Asana, you'll see all the data is here. And the reason why the task name is empty because if I go here, means I did not put the first name. Yeah, you see the task name is right here. All I need to do is click this and click save. If I run this again, now we'll have another entry that says Aditya Achari, my email, Instagram handle, and status. So that is how you can create your own CRM management, and you can do many cool things with this. For example, I'll also show you. If you click on customize, you have this thing called rules. If I go in this, I'll click add. You see, Asana has this thing where you can create automations inside of Asana as well. So you see, it says task is added to project, move task to certain section. You can do automations with Slack, with Microsoft Teams, Gmails. So I'll give you an example. So let's say if you say when task moves to client one, send them an email, or class or status changes to meeting booked, send them an email, and that email will contain a link to the meeting or something. You can do variety of stuff with this. So congratulations, you guys finally created your own CRM system. And if you did like the video, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more automations like this. And with all that said, I'll see you soon.